Hey there, guys. Today, I'm kind of sad. It's been a rough couple of days. Seems like my family hates me, my parents especially. They yelled at me a lot yesterday. It's just been a hard day. No matter what I do, I can't feel happy. um, my, I tried to sit with my friends and be happy. I tried listening to some of my favorite music. I feel like and there's a bus. I feel like I'm breaking. I already felt like I had no emotions before. And now I feel like I just don't need them anymore. If I have emotions, then that makes everything suck. And if I don't, then I don't feel anything when things do suck. So maybe I could just get my heart replaced with a black hole and be done with it all. I just don't want my parents to yell at me anymore. So, for anyone wondering why I've been sad, my parents have been yelling at us. They've been really I'm sorry. They've been really mad at us for a long time now. And no matter what I do, I can't stop it. So basically what happened was, what kind of tipped me over the edge and made me really sad was yesterday night, my parents weren't at the table, so I figured it would be fine if I just gave my dog a little bit of food because he was whining for it and I wanted him to stop. So I gave him a bit of food. My brother said, "Annie, you're not allowed to do that," and so I stopped. Well, what happened next was my stepdad came over and he promptly started to yell at me while holding my dog by the scruff. My dog hid under the table because he knew he was in trouble. And my dad picked him up by the scruff and shook him in front of my face, and he said, and my dog was whimpering and crying, and my dad said, "You see this? This is all your fault, Annie." And I really couldn't handle it. I don't know. My dog was looking at me, and he was looking at my dad because he was shouting, my stepdad. And then he turned to my brother Stefan, who, because two nights ago, he slept on my grandparents' couch while we were watching a football game that lasted 3 hours. And so he decided to take a nap because he doesn't like football. And now, every day after school, once he finishes his homework, he has to sit on the couch and do nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is counterproductive. He can't do... He just sits there, and so he took a nap on the couch. And the thing about this was, my mom never woke him up. She never said, "Stefan, don't take a nap. This is your grandparents' house. Don't do that." She didn't seem to care. And so when she yelled at him that night in the car for sleeping on the couch, we were all surprised and confused. So anyways, back to last night. My dad started yelling at him, going off because he slept on the couch that evening. Once he finished his homework, he went and on the couch for about an hour. He just sat there quietly. He said nothing, he did nothing. And then for about an hour he fell asleep, and then for another hour he was awake, and I figured it didn't matter because no one was on the couch. Absolutely no one. I passed by him a few times, sure, but I thought it didn't matter. Well, my stepdad was very, very mad. He was extremely mad at us, mad at him, because he had slept on the couch. No one told him not to. I thought it was fine for him to do that. I mean, if you're gonna be sitting on the couch for, I think he was sitting on there for 3 or 4 hours that day. If you're gonna sit on the couch that long, why not take a nap or something? She didn't give him anything that he could do. Anyways, then he turned to my youngest brother, who happened to have his elbow on the counter, which he doesn't like, but he wasn't at the table that night. Neither of them were there. They weren't gonna eat dinner because they had a late lunch. Anyways, he promptly started to lift the table, actually abruptly lifted the table. All of us were surprised, and I swear, if one of us... Hey guys, I apologize for this cut in the video, the change in the hair and the change in the clothes. My brothers walked in on me. Well, they didn't walk in on me. That I stopped before they walked in on me talking about this. Anyways, where was I? I think I was around the part where my stepdad lifted up the table. And anyways, I was about to say, if there had been a knife on that table, someone would have gotten seriously hurt. Or the knife would have just gone into the ground, but that's besides the point. Anyways, he yelled at us and said, "Your mother is at her wit's end trying to get you guys to behave." And when he said that, I kind of stopped focusing on what he had to say. I was crying a whole bunch. Couldn't really focus. Anyways, all I could think of was, my mom's at her wit's end. She's at her wit's end. Do you not think we're at our wit's ends, trying to please her? Appease her? She's always so mad at us for every little thing. Every single morning, I clean our room top to bottom. All of it. If there's a single thing out of place, she'll talk to us about it for 15 minutes. I don't want that, so I clean the room for us. I pick up all the boys' junk. Usually I pick up all the cups or any bowls that are left over. I clean up my bed. I pick up the bathroom. I do whatever is necessary. And then my mom will walk in the room and find anything that is wrong with it. Anything. Absolutely anything. If there's one cup in the room, she'll say, "Annie, what's wrong with you? Why don't you ever pick up this place?" Or if there's dirty clothes on the floor, which are never mine, by the way. They are always my brother's. My brothers never put their crap away. But I don't really mind. It's fine picking up their clothes. It's just that every single time there is one thing wrong with the room and my mom sees, she says, "Hey, look at this room. What's wrong with it?" And usually I can't even tell. It's just one cup, or one piece of clothing that's tucked away. You can't even really see it. And I try to do everything to be a really good daughter. I try to get good grades. I try to be good to everyone. But I'm just not good enough. I don't know, maybe something wrong with me or something. Because I really try really, really hard. They expect us to behave as if we're not already trying to be perfect. She wants a perfect family, a perfect children. I'm just not perfect. And I don't know how to be. I mean, I'm at my limit. I'm at my breaking point. That night, I cried for like 15 minutes straight. Couldn't breathe right. I chugged a whole ton of water to try and stop crying. And then I threw away all of my food, the rest of my food, because I wasn't hungry anymore. I took a shower, and I just thought and thought about how all I was doing was feeding my dog. I know I shouldn't. I know they've told me not to do it at the dinner table, but what's the big problem? I don't understand it. There shouldn't be a problem with feeding your dog, should there? Even if it is at the dinner table? They went completely off the rails. I just couldn't think of any logical reason for them to yell at us as much as they did. Or make us feel as bad as they did. Basically, he singled out all of us and told us how big of failures we were. And that hurt. But I don't know. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying my hardest to be good. But everything I do, it just seems like they're mad at something else. Everything I do right turns into something wrong. If I clean the room, there's one thing wrong, everything goes haywire. I let the dogs out in the morning, every morning. I just don't understand why they want all this respect when they don't give it to us. They say we have to take their kindness and pay it forward, but I feel like there's no kindness at all. There's just yelling. My stepsisters get all the praise. I don't think that's fair. Once, my brothers asked for like a month, every week. Every couple of times a week. They'd ask, can we go paintballing? And he would say yes, but never follow it through. Eventually they did, but not before Stefan lost all hope. My brother lost all hope of actually going. And then he got mad at my brother for being disappointed. But the thing is, when the girls ask for something, for example, my oldest stepsister, she asked can we go to the beach today? On the fly, out of nowhere. And he made it happen. He makes anything happen for them. I don't feel like that's fair. They might be his actual daughters, but we're supposed to be a family. I don't feel like... No, it's just... I don't even mind that we're not a proper family. It's just that I wish he wouldn't yell at us as much. I don't care if we're a family or not. I don't care if we're just two families living together. That's not what I care about at all. What I care about is the fact that he's the one yelling at us the most. My mom doesn't really yell, she talks. But sometimes she does yell. If I wear the wrong clothes, if I wear a dress that's just a little too far above my knees, maybe 3 inches above the knee, she'll yell at me. If I wear a strapless shirt, she'll yell at me. Once, she said that I looked like, well, basically what she said was I look awful. I look like someone who wants attention. I didn't want attention. I thought I looked cute. That's all I wanted. My mom always tells me I need to wear makeup. To make myself look prettier. I'm looking at myself and I don't see what's so wrong with me. I wish I did. All I see is a nobody. I'm nobody. My parents, my mom doesn't, it feels like she hates me. It feels like my stepdad hates me. And my brothers are always annoyed by me. My stepsisters are... They get so much. I feel like I'm a nothing. I'm a nothing. I deserve nothing. I feel like people make me feel like I deserve nothing. Like my life is nothing. Like I'm a nothing. I just want whatever in your mind makes emotions to go away. Because I don't want them anymore. I hate emotions. I'm tired of them. I hate myself. I don't know what else to do. I'm just a failure. I'm never gonna be good enough. That scares me. I want to be good enough. I just want my parents. I just want my parents to like me. And I don't know if they ever will. I guess that's all. And I'm sorry that this video is on the internet. I'm sure it's a failure too. But I'm gonna put it up anyways. Because for anyone, I know I'm not going through the worst thing in the world. I know I don't deserve to cry or to be stressed about this or hate myself because of it. I know that people have it worse than me. But for whoever just feels this way, I just want to know if there's anyone else who feels like this. Like they're nothing. I just want to know if anyone else is like me. That's all.